edition of the NFL on
Ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lambeau.
his guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Takk McKinley. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold. He's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard, 41 yards. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Tackle made at the 38-yard.
Oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Good job, guys.
Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Funchess there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now Crosby for the point after. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, oh,
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Zadarius Smith in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Falcon football. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 12-0 the score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dean Lowry, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Falcons send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Irvin to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Second and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Where we are. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible.
Too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
With a 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Jones breaking from the contact. And finally down at the 36-yard line. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Left side by Funchess. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He's having a nice little first half for your partner.
That's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded. way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third. Down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a first down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. At their own 38-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
He's going to go deep for Funchess, and that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers continue to roll.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the masterclass right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They go play action now. Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Irvin. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he'll let this go. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Alan Lazard, 60 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. It hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Pulled in at the 24. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 64 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Let's go, Chief!
Now Crosby for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Packers offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. At their own 38-yard line.
So out come the Falcons now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressure, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Quarterback is sacked. Fumble on the play.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Za'Darius Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Ay, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. 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 Ay, yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're all even at 6. You've got possession at midfield as we get set here on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 50 yards. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got